Assalamu alaikum. Bismillah, alhamdulillah. I'm going to continue with my uh, online economics education a little later, but right now I'm getting back to this issue that I'm saying it is the convert emergency. Okay, and I'm going to try to really paint a picture of this, and I hope that everybody in the community will listen and really converts, okay? What I want my convert brothers and sisters to understand is some of the things that I've talked about um, in your early years in Islam, or it could be, many years, okay? If you've had serious social losses, okay, I mean, distancing relationship from family, okay, friends, maybe a loss of friends, maybe a total loss of friends, okay, spouses, your normal, you know, kind of intersex relationships, okay. For one thing, I had mentioned that you're probably going through something that you have not gone through in your life. I mean, it's really because you became a Muslim and your life was flipped, okay. Another issue is that we don't have the language, okay? The language of emotion, the language of human needs. Okay, this is not language that we always use, you know? And the reason is that typically your needs are being met. Okay, it's only when you're in a situation that your needs are not being met and suddenly you're trying to understand the concept. Okay, what the hell am I in? And if when I'm trying to explain to brothers and sisters, the, they would understand like a measurable loss, like someone who lost their home, or I'm going to talk about refugees later, someone who lost their country. How do you explain the immense loss of losing the people in your life? Okay, it's huge. Okay, if you lost your country, your homeland, okay, well, I mean, as long as you're able to relocate somewhere else and start rebuilding, and hopefully you have some of your people with you, okay, it was temporarily devastating, yes, okay, but you can rebuild. But when you have no people, okay, your losses are you have the tangible losses, the material losses, combined with all of the internal human needs, okay? And they are countless. But I'm going to go through some lists so that you can see really what we're talking about here, okay? Now, this is, again, it's getting back to Maslow's hierarchy, which is that pyramid that I usually use, but I'm going through it verbally, okay? The basic human need, physiological, okay? Your body's needs, air, food, water, shelter, warmth, okay? Sex, sleep, okay? Rest, you know? And believe me, when you're going through life without people, even these become very difficult. I mean, even the basic physical needs. If you're not married, you're not getting your sex needs. I'm going to talk about the emotional needs and the emotional losses later about not having a spouse in your life, okay? But even just not having good social contacts puts you in extreme disadvantage in, say, finding a job or a decent job, okay? Or in, because I've been in both, I've been employed and self employed, okay? You know that getting into good employed opportunities, it more frequently happens through good contacts, okay? But self-employed even, okay? When you start a business, you're going to reach out through your network. Well, I have no network, and to be honest with you, anybody who's self-employed or in their own business knows you don't want to do business with Arabs and Desis. Okay? I don't have to explain why. You know why. Okay? Then your safety needs, okay? Protection, shelter, security, stability. And that's, you got none. You're alone and you're just daily suffering through the pain and loss and going about trying to secure, the pieces you can, but you're not stable. You're not emotionally stable. You're not economically stable. Okay. Uh, and freedom from fear, no. You live in tremendous fear. I mean, I've known, and myself included, so many converts that after just a few years of being alone, your anxiety, I went through months of chronic, daily, night and day panic attacks. Okay. Um, Love and belongingness. I mean, understand that's your energy in life. Okay. But for some of us, we got none. Okay. It's going out, wake up in the morning, and what are you looking forward? You're waking up alone. You're looking forward to what? To go to work. Okay. People don't really look forward to work. Okay. I mean, some of us enjoy our work, yes. But it's an entirely different thing when you wake up and there's, that loving person there, and that's how you're starting your day, and you're going out and working for the two of you. Okay, that's huge. That's your energy. It's your drive, and you're coming back, and your frustrations from work. Okay, I don't mean you're taking it out at home, but you should be getting relief from it. Okay, you got somebody to talk about it with. You got somebody to distract you with their news or doing something to make you happy. Okay, imagine being without that. Friendship, you know, intimacy, somebody that you can have like a serious talk about how you feel. And with Muslims, you can't because, I mean, Muslims don't have emotional intelligence, you know? Um, okay, acceptance. Hell, okay? Converts have a serious issue with that, okay? The community usually only accepts you when you put on their costume, you know? But if you got, tattoos, if you got an earring, if you're wearing your jeans and t-shirt, are you sure you're a Muslim? Are you actually a Muslim? That's haram, blah, 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 Fuck. I mean, so many converts have left the masajid just from that bullshit. Acceptance? No. No. And that's why you see so damn many converts, you know, dressing like Arabs. Okay? Receiving and giving, just the emotional exchange, okay? And you got none, okay? Affection, love. No, you threw all that shit out the window when you became a Muslim, and you didn't know that that was happening, and you especially didn't know that there would never be anything to replace it because you entered a community that is useless and remains useless because Muslims left Islam and they're not coming back and they don't get things done. And they don't even function like human beings, okay? Esteem. Beyond acceptance is esteem. I mean, a human being that does good things and is intelligent I mean, you get respect. You get, to have conversations, and somebody saying, "Wow, never thought about that," or, "Yeah, you're so right. I'm, glad we had this discussion." Or you're educating, and you know, so I mean, it's really very serious, and these things, again, how do we consider an orphan as an emergency? Okay, a refugee as an emergency, but we're not seeing the convert in an emergency. It is a bigger emergency, okay? When you have people, you can lose everything and rebuild your life. Go talk to the people who've lost their homes to tornadoes, to fires, okay? Oh my God, yes, it's devastating. But with a spouse, with a family, with a friend, you can rebuild. Without these, you can't. It's so hard to build, and you can't maintain, and you lose. Pieces of your life get broken, okay? And that's in addition to, mashallah, the tremendous emotional losses, okay? How do we consider these emergencies? And, we have organized efforts to try to bring relief and to try to help and to solve these problems. Converts are the mission of the deen, and the community has nothing, the masjid has nothing, the imam doesn't know shit about it, even though it's the most important thing in Islam, you know? And this is after 50, 60 years. It's still like this, okay? I mean, I mean, when is this going to be understood, and when are we going to get the funding we have to have for things like the Medina Network, okay, so converts can live in your worthless community, okay, of failed Muslims, okay? We're not failed Muslims. We are not, okay? Your people, I'm sorry, you failed. I'm showing this to you. When are we going to get it going? Converts, honestly, are the last and the best hope for the deen, and that's just looking at the facts of the condition of the Muslim world, the condition of the Muslims, the condition of the community, and if you go through and look at how committed and productive converts are, then it's obvious. And then you look in the Quran, and Allah tells you, yes, Allah brought converts to replace failed Muslims, okay? Islam will not have a successful future, especially here in the West, until we have the funding for the projects that we know we need, okay? And with something like the Medina Network being a comprehensive umbrella, okay, to just make sure that we've got it covered, okay? I was very thorough in my assessment before I designed this project. And that's been over 6 years ago, and I haven't gotten a dollar yet, okay? And everything else that gets tried, it fails, and I've talked about that. This is very serious, guys. Y'all, assalamu alaikum.